there's a sales process that you follow in every aspect of your life, which is what you're talking about. When you're a door-to-door salesman, most of the time it's an intro, feature of what you're doing, the benefit of it, smooth transition, feature, benefit, smooth transition, soft close, right? Then you read the customer. Depending on where they're at, you might give another feature, benefit, and then a hard close. And until they say yes, you're just going back and forth with transitions, features, and benefits. That's the sales process in order to get a door-to-door sell.
Welcome to the Premium Mindset, the weekly podcast where homegrown entrepreneurs and business owners, Evan Ritchie and Cameron Bodden, share the good, the bad, and the ugly of modern entrepreneurship and reveal what really happens behind the scenes of their personal and professional lives. As owners of two of America's fastest growing and most disruptive companies, Coconut Cleaning and Green Mango Pest Control. Stay tuned for real stories, struggles, insight, and advice from real entrepreneurs in real time.
What's going on? I'm excited to dive into today's podcast. We're going to go over the topic of sales and how important it is for you as entrepreneurs to begin to embody and drive a spirit of sales in your company. I look forward to going into how we do it here at Hype Farm and how you can apply it as well. I talk to so many managers and they're like, oh, I'm just glad I'm not in sales, or I'm just glad I don't do sales. I'm glad. What I love about being an entrepreneur is that every hat I wear involves some aspect of persuasion, communication, and personal brand. It's all a sell.
Yeah.
Okay. So we as entrepreneurs have walked through the path of selling our initial service up front. And I came up with the cutest quote. You'll love it. Okay. It was going to say,
We're live right now, by the way. Like we're in it. Let's go.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That's the most.
But it was very organic.
Sounded.
Ask Sabina.
Yeah.
It was very organic. Okay. So my teeing you off for this is just us walking through how starting a business and scaling the business, we have seen that at every level, it involves sales. And not only that, but every interaction that we have when it's trying to get top talent to our company, when it's talking to managers and persuading them on a certain operational system that's best for the company and helping them see the why behind it and the value and their place in it, it's all a sell.
I was just thinking about our manager meeting yesterday and talking about having the company's back, even though you might agree with what a person underneath you is saying. And I just had you're talking about knocking doors and, the evolution of our sales. I could just imagine being at the door and a customer's like, I used to be with Green Mango and they say they go 3 feet up the wall, but they only go a foot. And no, me being a technician or a salesman saying, yeah, I see that a lot. That's very frustrating. Like that would just crumble the sell.
Right.
You'd never do that.
Ever.
Everything, to your point, in life, wherever you're at, there's always a sell being made. That's what my dad always says. There's always a sell made.
Well, here's where I want to dissect it, and because you always say, and this is where I think we have fun, is you're always saying the first to speak loses. So sometimes we'll bring up a topic and I'll be like, go ahead. You're like, you go ahead. I'm like, no, you please. So walk me through, this was the catchy quote.
It's mostly in the art of negotiating. It's not necessarily just like a topic.
Right.
I like it.
What I was going to say was, Cameron, how has knocking doors 13 years ago helped prepare you for knocking doors to bigger opportunities today?
That's your punchline?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What has been the I mean it. How has, okay, but I want to walk people real quick through a door sale. Not every salesman that knocks on your door is this sly, cunning dude. You need pest control. A lot of companies recruit these 19 to 23-year-old guys, and we walk up on your door. We're a little scared. We're a little nervous. We knock on your door. Here's what we're told from different companies. Stand, 5 to 10 feet back, angle your body a little bit differently so it's not so they don't open the door and there's this wide frame just looking directly at you. You're talking about how when you close, you're ending on a down pitch of certainty and you're always advancing the sell when they're like, hey, I'm just not interested. It's totally understand. A lot of your neighbors weren't initially interested until they heard that we're taking care of scorpions. Does the morning or afternoon work better for you? It's assuming the sale, all these different principles. But what I love is that there are these times where like somebody wants to quit and you really want that person. You don't think of it right there, but your salesman mode, that competitive person inside you as an entrepreneur steps in and say, what's going on? Why do you want to quit? Is it money related? Is it culture related? How can I keep you? Like everything's a sale. And so for you, I think I've been blown away because I don't remember 13 years ago, but you said that you weren't a good salesperson like starting Green Mango.
Yeah.
And now I can walk into any room with you where we're going to negotiate some deal or try to work out a partnership, work with a frustrated customer, and I'm confident that everything's going to go smooth, primarily because of me, but also, but it is because of you and your sales tactics.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
And it's not even like tactic isn't a good word, but it's your sales training.
Yeah. And I think there's a sales process that you follow in every aspect of your life, which is what you're talking about. When you're a door-to-door salesman, most of the time it's an intro, feature of what you're doing, the benefit of it, smooth transition, feature, benefit, smooth transition, soft close, right? Then you read the customer. Depending on where they're at, you might give another feature, benefit, and then a hard close. And until they say yes, you're just going back and forth with transitions, features, and benefits. That's the sales process in order to get a door-to-door sell. With an investor, it's very similar, but in the way that it's kind of taken back a little bit to where you don't want to come off boastful, but you want to come off confident. And you want to show humility, but you want to show that confidence at the same time. And you're talking about what you can do, but you're not over-promising. And when they say no, put down their guard, completely understand. Here's another option. And then that's like you going back for a hard close. So everything that you do has a sales script of how to go about it.
Okay, so everyone would benefit from this principle because it has single-handedly, if it's done right, and you have to mean it. But speak more to the principle, and I won't say it right, so maybe you could say it again, which is like, you don't need to have the thing, or like you go into a lot of scenarios where it's what's the like general saying?
Basically, you have to be willing to lose it to have it.
Right. And I think that is so effective because I have employees who are like, you're playing mind games with me. I'm like, hey, like if you want to go elsewhere, how can I help?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm staying here. It's like, okay, like totally, but it's genuine. And that principle alone, I feel like has helped me so much as an entrepreneur.
That's you taking down the guard, just like you would at a door script. You knock on the door, your intro, hey, I'm Cameron with Green Mango. We're just taking care of a couple of the neighbors. Oh, I have another pest control. Completely understand this is what we're doing differently. That's you taking down the guard when someone says, hey, I want to quit. You just gave an example of an employee coming to you and say, hey, I'm done. I'm going somewhere else. I'm not happy. Totally get it, man. Like talk me through like what aren't you happy about? And then you're coming at them with the feature and benefit. I just want you to open up your eyes. If you go to another company, chances are they're going to be disorganized in this. They're kind of a bad manager. You love it here, and you're getting that positive affirmation. It's all the same things, but it's in a different method. But what I found at least for myself, what's worked is before I go into any situation, I'm kind of going down those sales points that I have for what I want to hit in the meeting. Yesterday or 2 days ago, we were in a meeting, right, with some realtors. They were talking about how they're pitching us. And a lot of times when people are pitching, they're just throwing everything out there to try and get your attention and try and get you to buy. Well, one thing, they were selling one package for $60,000, but they wanted both coconut and green mango. Right. And so nonchalantly during the pitch, he said, I'll let coconut and green mango come in for $60,000. Yeah. Didn't say anything, but 10 minutes later, at the end, when I was confirming, I assumed the sell and just said, okay, so you're going to let coconut and green mango come in for $60,000. I love that.
30 and 30.
Yeah. And that's even better than I thought. But everything's just like breakdown, assuming the sell, here's what it is. And that confidence that they're crazy not to go with you.
So I feel like this topic alone could help so many entrepreneurs because I feel like we run into so many who say, I'm not like Tommy. I'm not like Tommy. Like that's just too much. Like I actually like care about my cut and I take care. But then you talk to Tommy, he'll sell anyone on why they should come work for him because he's invested in providing the most quality and value to the customer and then taking those higher prices and profits and putting it back in 401ks, allowing employees to create their dreams and their goals working in the company. So when you're an entrepreneur and you are attached to the idea that, well, I'm not like a sleazy salesperson, my prices are lower, you have to truly understand when people are doing things right and they're running a small business and you find out that the guy down the street is charging double the price, take a look at the value being added, because that is another aspect of sales that a lot of people overlook is if I can add this little talking point and I can get a single CSR who's over the customer interactions, that's why I'm charging a little bit more. So their experience, they're answering the phone faster. There's so many ways in which we as entrepreneurs, our belief system on sales trickles down into the business. And if you are running a business where you're, hey, I'm loyal, I take care of my customers, but like I keep my prices low, you're always going to stay a very, very small business. And when you actually truly adopt a sales-minded principle of if I can charge double or a little bit more than the norm, but provide more value and my customers are happier, you will be shocked at how many customers will show you that not only are they okay with the price because the value you provided makes it that much better to interact and transact with you.
I was going to say, but when you go into, let's say you wanted to increase your prices, right? It's got to start with your management team. So you need to go make a sell to the management team. And what you need to do as a salesman is ask yourself the questions. If I'm in their seat, what do they want to hear from me? And you're not being fake, but what information do they need to hear so that they buy into this perception that I have that we have to charge more? Those are your features and benefits that you have to go into. And it's the same thing. You need to be organized as a salesman. When I go into an investor meeting, I put myself as, okay, I'm so-and-so meeting with Cameron. What does he want to hear? What data points does he want to hear for validation? You need to bring a lot of credibility when you're meeting with investors. You need to bring the features and benefits that's going to help them. The features and benefits of what the company does, 3 feet up the wall, 3 feet out, tri-block technology, he doesn't care about that. So those are different features and benefits, but it's the same process that you follow on the door script. And that's why the doors is such a great entry point. I will have Banks, my little boy, knock doors because he has to learn the art of sell. There's no quicker way besides maybe phone sales, but you're not getting that nonverbal communication over the phone than doing, cold contacting sales.
One of my favorite pictures is, I have even no ties to him, but is it Mark Mabry Jr.?
Yeah, my little nephew.
How old was he in that picture?
I think he was 10.
10?
He's knocking doors with me at 10.
Yeah, knocking doors at 10, and now he's early 20s, returned from a mission.
I wish I knew the exact number, but I think he's raised over $10 million in money for his not his personal company, but like he's been able to raise, I think, over $10 million.
Yeah, those
sales. And it's because of he learned how to sell.
Yeah, it's a bedrock for any company. So real quick, the applications of what we're going through. At what stage in a company are you suggesting to early entrepreneurs or even guys that, how many times do you talk to a guy who's 40, 50? He's like, dude, I'm tired, man. I don't got that 20-year-old drive. How much importance do you place on at Green Mango? I know, but people don't. How much importance do you place on a good sales program, communication program, and what's your recommendation for entrepreneurs who don't know how to get started and being more sales minded?
You can have more leads than you know what to do with if you have a poor sales team or salesmen.
Right.
You're literally wasting your marketing money, and that could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, depending on how big you are. So sales is one of the most important things you can do, and I would encourage anyone that's wanting to go into management, no matter what that is, you need to have some type of form of sales background, because once again, the owner's going to pass down a policy to you that you need to go sell to your people. And if you don't sell it to them, they're not going to buy into it. They're not going to do it. You look bad as a manager.
Okay, put you on the spot real quick. Can you think of one of the greatest sells of your life where you're like, man, there was a lot of preparation into something. a lot of nerves, maybe loss of nights of sleep, and then you end up getting the deal? Like, does anything come to mind?
I think just my journey of becoming a salesman is probably my greatest. I mean, I role played for hours with my in my bedroom with my knocking on my closet door, just
I
role
love
playing. I
this.
went from bagling, to being able to sell 4 or 5 cells in a 3-4 hour period. My greatest, I think when I think about like my greatest triumph as a salesman was when I sold 10 accounts and it was like 3.5 or 4 hours or something. Literally every single door I knocked on, I just closed.
Okay,
And it was like the peak for me.
let me tell you something about Cameron. It's one of my favorite stories in the last 12 months. We gave, it's not the hottest topic right now, but we gave the staff of Green Mango 2 years ago the charge to basically sell 3 people, bring 3 new customers into Green Mango, and you could go on this cruise. He didn't have to, but the last day that sales were supposed to be
Which I should have
inputted,
done it the first day. I'm an idiot.
when I look back at it now, yeah, you're right. You should have. You failed there. But the last day that everyone was allowed to enter in sales, you went and knocked for how long?
It was like 3 hours.
He knocked for 3 hours and got 3 sales. 13 years doing this.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are willing to, like, what was it like stepping out of the car into a neighborhood? Like, what were your thoughts as you look around? It's quiet. You're like, what am I doing?
Pit in my stomach entered immediately. It was like, when older people talk about like the brain is willing, but the body's not able. You hear people talk about that. I was at the door knowing when to push to a customer and I just couldn't do it because I got soft. And like literally I probably could have had 6 sales that night, but I just didn't. When it was time to push, I just didn't have it in me. And it bothered me so bad because something in my brain like knew, okay, like this is when you control the narrative and you go. I just couldn't do it. Or I wasn't doing it. Then finally when I did, I got my 3. But I probably left 3 or 4 on the table.
Well, so real quick, let me tee this off. We want to show people, a lot of people do this differently. You'll even find YouTube videos of people doing a role play and you're like, that is so cheesy. But Bruce Lee once said, I do not fear the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times.
It's better to eat an apple a day than 30 apples in one day.
I'm going to try both. So the role playing aspect, it looks so silly, you feel silly, but I promise you there comes a point after role playing where you are in real life in front of a customer and you almost have an out of body experience where you see yourself doing what you practiced for so long. And it's as simple as like the head nods when you're role playing. And then you're all of a sudden you're talking to a customer, you're saying, hey, our cleaning, subscription is perfect for you. After everything I explained, I'm sure you can see a lot of value in it. And then all of a sudden you see them go, yes, I see a lot of it. And you're like, oh my gosh. And so role plays are important. Cameron, what's I guess we just want to hop into like how we'd role play. So for you, GPC, I'll do a coconut club after, but what's a real quick, and I would recommend too, if your role play is on a door, I recommend you try to mimic the scenario as best as you can. So I don't recommend sitting down if you are a door knocker. However, any repetition is better than no repetition. So that was good too, but real quick. So that's this door knock. I'm going to open the door.
What's up, man? Cameron, I'm the route coordinator for Green Mango. We're having a ton of people calling about scorpions and black widows. You're probably seeing a ton, but everyone has a pest control company. I get it. Who are you using right now?
I'm not interested. Thanks, though.
You do it yourself, or do you have someone?
I've had the same guy for years. I want to stick with them.
Here's the thing, James just down the street?
Yeah.
You've seen our trucks, flat black, 22-inch rims.
Yeah.
We've been in business for like 13 years. People love the fact that we have tri-block technology. No other company has it. It's 3 massive barriers of protection.
I'm actually
the fence line
right now, man.
I know, it's so crazy. This will just take a second. I'm going to save you a ton of money and time, because these black widows that I'm seeing in the corner here, you and I both know they're annoying and dangerous for the kids. I saw a couple toys out front, but what you're going to love is 3 massive barriers of protection, fence line, yard, and perimeter of the house. And then my wife absolutely loves the fact that we're safe for pets and also children. We're going to be in the area tomorrow between like 3 and 5. Are Saturdays best for you, or what day would work to just come by and get you taken care of?
Do you have a card?
Yeah, it's all digital. But one of the things I want to show you here, it's my favorite part. A lot of people do not take care of the fence line. So with us, truck mounted power sprayers, a lot of companies come with these little hand canisters or backpacks. It just doesn't work. But we have a truck mounted power sprayer, it puts out 15 to 20 gallons per house. So when those insects are coming over the fence, because there's a lot of people like you that think that they can do it themselves, but just get
I
behind.
mean, my guy does have that backpack.
Oh, so you do have a service?
Yeah.
How much are you paying right now?
I don't know. It's like 90 something bucks every couple months.
Stop.
Yeah.
90 bucks?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're going to love this, dude. So what you're going to get is the tri-block technology that I mentioned, but we're going to actually take care of these black widows and these spider webs so they don't look good. And you'll have the status of the green mango truck coming out as well. So you'll love it. It's 120 bucks every 2 months. It's super cheap. It's a little more than $1 a day, but this is the best part. If you see anything between services, we're going to come back out for free. So what I'm going to do here is just put you on the same route as James. We're going out to take care of him on Friday between 12 and 2. And I'll put in the notes here, black widow, scorpions. Are you seeing the earwigs as well?
Just ants.
Just ants in the back or where? Back.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make sure he takes care of the garage because that's a hot topic too for black widows and crickets. We'll make sure we take care of that. But, and I'll just keep consuming the clothes.
Yeah. I love it. I love, but like, and again, anyone outside looking in, if you are a role player with your friend and it's just like, yeah, sure, you don't help them. And so sometimes things feel exaggerated and the scenario doesn't always feel real. However, when you practice that, hey, look, I'm having dinner, it will happen. And then with the repetition, sometimes people are going to say, I'm dinner, I'll be totally quick. Our schedule, we can do morning or afternoon. Like it's just going to be so inherent for you when you're actually out on the doors or you're in the field.
Yeah.
And so for coconut, one of the things that we role play most often, because it's like what we would consider our bread and butter, is our coconut club. When you prepare for a role play, it's best to like tee up context. So a lot of the times when we sell the coconut club, it is towards the end of the cleaning after we generally performed a few rooms of carpet and maybe an extra area rug. So
I'm about to burn you.
Let's go.
Okay.
Cameron. So I know prior to using us, you had used the little Bissell yourself and you've lost faith in professional companies doing the cleaning.
Just always leave the soap behind. And some of the guys don't even wear booties and they track more dirt in than they clean up.
Totally. It's the worst. And our company was built around making sure that our customers' main disappointments were never experienced with us through our services.
Mm-hmm.
So I just completed the 3 rooms of carpet and the area rug. I'm most excited to tell you, I haven't shared with you yet, we have the fastest dry time in Arizona. So in about 60 minutes to 2 hours, everything's going to be totally dry. So pretty much before 5 o'clock today, you'll be able to submit a 5-star review because your main frustration is about soap.
Dang.
It won't be with us.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk real quick about the other things that we didn't do, the tile and grout, the upholstery. What was the main thing that stuck out to you today for what you liked?
The tile, the grout.
No, what we actually service. It's carpet. We did carpet and area rugs.
Yeah, the carpet, man. It's that coconut smell. Oh, I love it.
You like it?
Yeah.
And who set up the clean? Was it yourself or was it your wife?
Yeah, it's me.
You? Was it for your wife or like you actually appreciate the cleaning yourself?
The dog peed on the carpet again. You know how that goes.
Okay. What kind of dog?
Bernese Mountain Dog, man.
Bernie. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I think I saw another little, like, I thought it was a rat for a second, but what is it?
You're not supposed to offend the customer, man.
Are you offended?
I'm offended.
Is it not a rat? What is it?
It's a golden doodle.
A golden doodle. Okay, this thing is mini golden doodle.
Yeah.
Okay. My apologies. I'll apologize to the mini golden doodle. What's her name?
Swayze.
Okay, I love it. What you're going to love about our services as we continue to come out and take care of your home is that getting as many pets as you want is an okay from us.
Hold on, Ivory, I'm coming. Sorry, man. We got to go to dance. I appreciate.
Quick.
Just go ahead and lock the door up. We got to go. I appreciate you, man.
I love that you're busy. Here's what I'm going to do for you. So right here, our little.
Yeah. Do you need a card or you got it on file?
I have it on file. What I'll do for you, what you're going to appreciate, you'll never have to see me again with this interaction is our subscription, our Coconut Club subscription allows us to come out to your home and take care of your needs more often.
Yeah.
We come out quarterly.
Sounds great.
All the pet issues we're going to take care of for you. I just need
let's
your
hope
autograph.
I don't have them quarterly.
Well, you'll appreciate that what we do as far as our overall cleaning approach is for hygiene and indoor air quality as well. So if there is any accidents, I'll take care of those at no charge.
Yeah, man.
Our subscription, it's $29.97.
How much?
$29.97.
2,997. Today
Yeah.
I spent $450.
Yeah. So what you'll love about the $29.97 is that today's cleaning would have been about $220 if you were locked into our subscription. We have about 7,000 members on our Coconut Club, people like yourself who are busy, have a lot to do. So
Dang. Okay. Email me what you got and I'll definitely get back to you. I appreciate it. Ivory, hold on.
totally.
Freaking kids, man.
We're going to do 50% off on every cleaning moving forward. We're going to come out quarterly.
Yeah. I'm down, man. Just email it to me. Like I'm ready. Like I love it.
Cool. So I'll charge the card the $29.97.
No, I got to talk to the wife. Don't do that yet. She'll kill me. But just like I'm into it. Just email it to me.
Totally. Today, Cameron, real quick,
Gosh,
I'm
man,
trying to
this
get
is
you to
crazy.
decide if you want this house clean
I'm
today
trying to get you.
or if you want it clean throughout the year.
I like it. Yeah,
Okay.
throughout the year.
Yeah. So would your wife appreciate a clean home throughout the year?
Yeah,
Cool. So
I probably appreciate it more.
I need your autograph right here. This is going to allow us to come out, contact you for the quarterly cleanings. What you're going to love the most is if you guys are in a rush, you spill something, we'll come out absolute no charge and clean the spill up for free. Just need your autograph right here, and then you can be on your way.
You won't push that hard. You won't push that hard.
Cameron,
I love
I'm
it.
not
man.
pushing. I think that you want the cleaning, you need the cleaning, and I just think this needs to get done. All I would say, if anyone is like, that's a lot, understand this. When we have our services for pest control and for cleaning, we believe in the importance of having a pest-free home and a clean home as far as your indoor air quality for your air ducts and the home. And so if there is any part of you that thinks this isn't for me as far as the push, you really don't believe in your service as much as you think you do. Because if people need to buy from you and your plumbing services, your taxes services, whatever it is, you have to believe that them walking away, they are
They're saying
getting
no.
Yeah, it's a big no, but it's an extreme disservice if they're going to go somewhere else. And so you have to believe in it so much that almost pulling their shirt back and saying, look, you need to use this with me, and this is why. I think you should revisit how important your services are to the general public and
Or making the sales to your managers or whoever you're selling to, you need to believe in yourself and keep pushing until you get that yes or that buy-in.
100%.